The head of the state's arson lab talks for the very first time only to ABC Action News about the lab's loss of accreditation. The I-team first uncovered the lab's trouble last month. Now, CFO Jeff Atwater tells investigator Jared Holbrook how he plans to turn things around. Jared?
Well, losing accreditation has been a huge blow to the lab's credibility. Now attorneys all over the state are questioning gasoline samples that came from Atwater's lab. While he admits there are some things to correct, he stands by his lab's methods.
Is this a problem for you and your lab?
It's a real issue for Florida.
CFO Jeff Atwater is talking about the state's arson lab near Tallahassee, which tests samples of fire debris across the state.
The public should expect that an accreditation process, though not required by law, is the right thing to do.
The I-team was first to reveal that lab lost its accreditation after the accreditation agency, ASCLD, found serious concerns with the way the lab was testing for gasoline. After randomly selecting 26 cases of gasoline testing, they found accuracy concerns with 14 of them. Atwater stands by his lab's testing methods, but does believe there was a problem with properly documenting their testing methods.
Which is necessary, and it's going to be important in any type of review process. So we think we've got things to improve upon.
They don't follow any written procedure.
John Lentini has been in the arson investigation industry since the 70s. He filed the initial complaint. He says there is a problem with the way they're testing gasoline.
And as a result, they find gasoline where no one else can find gasoline because it doesn't exist. And that ruins people's lives.
Lentini tells us he's worked on 5 cases where arson charges were dropped because of improper gasoline testing.
Can you stand here today and tell our viewers that no cases have ever been impacted by improper testing of gasoline out of your lab?
I don't think that. I've been in the role for a few years. What I'm looking at this moment is I still have confidence that the conclusions that have been drawn by our lab have been quality conclusions. I think it would be a stretch for anybody to say. I don't think any error has ever been made by any lab in Florida, or me saying that about our lab.
Atwater spent about $34,000 to have an independent lab review their work. The independent study sides with Atwater, but an appeals board with the accreditation agency is still upholding their suspension.
So who's to blame here, and should someone resign over this?
I take it personally responsible for where we're at, and when it's done, when all the final assessment, when they come back and look at us again, I think we'll have to look at some of those questions.
Atwater believes they can make the appropriate changes in the next 30 days. He says the accreditation agency will then come back for an on-site visit. Now, we're putting the entire unedited interview with Atwater on our website at abcactionnews.com. I'm investigator Jared Holbrook, taking action for you.